Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany, and I am going to bring to you today my top 6 tips for building your Instagram account, guys. So if you like content like this, note that I will be talking about entrepreneurship, giving you tips and tricks on the processes on how to get things done, my best methods for doing things, which is something that I think a lot of people forget, is that those processes really matter. So in just a few moments, we're going to get right into it. We're going to dive right into that list because I know that's what you came here for. All right, guys, so as promised, I'm going to get right into it. I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I'm going to be looking at some of my notes that I wrote, but I have 6 tips right now that I'm going to share with you. And the very first tip is going to be engagement. If you are wanting to build any type of Instagram account, granted, I am a reseller and entrepreneur, so it is geared towards, like, my account is geared towards reselling and entrepreneur related activities. But these tips will work for you even if you are not a reseller and you're trying to build your Instagram account. Note that if you want to have friends, which is what followers are to me, they're community members to me, not really followers. I look at them as people that are actually my friends. So think about it. If you want to build a relationship and you want to have a friend, you have to actually talk to them. You're going to communicate with them. You're going to see what they're doing. You're not going to just pop up on you're not going to pop up on your Instagram feed and you're going to have a whole bunch of pictures basically that are just of your listings because you want to sell it to your friends. No, that's not the approach that we want to have. Think about if you were trying to make a friend, would you just walk up to them and be like, hey, I got this cool new website with a whole bunch of, t-shirts, cool t-shirts with cool designs. Here you go. I'm going to leave you my business card. Hope you check it out. It's really cool. Probably not going to be the best approach. That's what I see a lot of new accounts doing on Instagram, which for me, that's going to be a whole nother video, but I don't generally follow those types of accounts because I want people that are actually active and that want to add value and want to learn and grow and want to help other people learn and grow and are actually on the app to interact with others. So engagement is key, guys. You must be commenting and doing, comment, share, use your stories, actually tell a story, use your call to actions, which basically when you post something or you do a story, a call to action just means you ask a question or you ask for their participation on something in particular. Like, hey, what are you guys doing today? What are you working on today? Has this ever happened to you? What do you think about this, etc.? What's your favorite ice cream, chocolate or vanilla or whatever? Your stories is meant for people to try to get to know you, also your feed as well. So we actually you want to be using that to the best of your benefit. Show them, really don't think too hard about what you're posting, but show people what you are actually doing. Why are you in the field that you're in? Why are you so passionate about that? What just makes you, want to get out of bed and do this job every day? You know what I mean? Or whatever your profession is. What makes you want to continue to do that? And what motivates you? You want to share that, basically share your journey with everybody. And that's how you engage. So engagement to me is key. And that's the thing that I think I love the most about Instagram. I think I love engaging too much, but that's going to be another topic or another video. But what I want to say about engagement, what you can do to make sure you get it in is whenever you do a post, be intentional about going on the app. Don't do anything else. Don't go to stories. Don't go down the feed liking people's stuff and doing stuff you ain't got no business doing unless it's intentional. You always want to be intentional when you're on the app because the app tends to take up extra time is what I've noticed, that, you'll be like 4 or 5 hours, sometimes the entire day spent on the app and you have not made any money today, or you haven't done the activities that you need to do that actually make you money right now today. Like for me, I'm a reseller. If I don't list, I don't make any money. So I have to make sure that I'm doing those things. So what I'm going to say is whenever you post, make sure that you intentionally go in and spend 15 to 20 minutes engaging. That means you can go to people's stories, you can like those, you can heart, whatever you want. You can share people's stories if you think their stuff is compelling or whatever. Do that kind of thing, but do it intentionally for 15 to 20 minutes. Then you're going to go in and do your post of the day. Then after you do your post, then you're going to do the same thing 15 to 20 minutes after that. If somebody comments on your post, make sure, that first hour that your post is up is critical, because the speed at which people are starting to comment on your post is important. So because the more engagement you get early on, the app's going to be like, oh, wow, she's getting all this engagement early on. So when you get a comment and you comment back, as soon as they comment on it that first hour, it actually helps to accelerate your just how many people the post is going to be shown to, because the app's going to see that people are liking this, they are engaging with this content, and so we're going to show it to even more people. I hope that makes sense. So my number 2 tip is going to be to post at least once or more per day. The app actually likes it when you post up to 3 times, according to the research that I've done on Google. 3 times is that magic number per day, but you don't want to be putting out crappy content. So I would say if you're a busy person and you're working and you're trying to build your Instagram, start with 1 a day. And then once you get 1 a day down, start with 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. Also, I want to remind you that there's apps out there that you can use to to plan out your posts. But we're going to get to that here in a minute. But make sure, that's number 2, make sure you're at least posting once a day. If you can do 2 or 3, that's even better. At least 3 is what the algorithm generally likes. Okay. So number 3, we're getting right into this, guys. I need for you to go live. You cannot hide. I mean, I know it's scary and it's fearful, but please go live at least once a week. Guys, do it. I have faith in you. You can do it. Don't be scared. A lot of the time when you get on there, think about the time that you're going live and try to go live at the time that your subscribers are most likely to be online. If you don't have a business account, you need to get one so that you can look at your insights, which will be under each post. When you post it, you'll see a little blue link that says insights, and you can start checking it and seeing, how many people were viewing, how many people are online at a certain time, that sort of thing. Go in your settings and actually look at your analytics. Your analytics is going to give you information about your followers and, how many people you're getting to follow you every day and that sort of thing. Like I said, I don't like to call them followers. I like to call them community members, but it shows you all of that information, and then you can make an educated decision on when you want to go live. And also you can study other people's lives, like jump in on other people's lives and then kind of get an idea of what you might want to go live and do. And I can tell you right now, something great to go live with if you are a reseller is going to be a haul. A good old haul is so easy. All you're doing is getting on there, saying hi to everybody, and sharing whatever items you got. People love it because it's the mystery. You know what I mean? It's the mystery of it all. So I would say start off with a haul video. So the next tip, number 4, is going to be to remember these 4 tips. And that is in this order, because Instagram likes, it favors these activities when you're on the app. Okay, so think about it. The number 1 thing that you can do to support other people, like basically to engage with other people on Instagram, other friends, community members, whatever you want to call them. The very first thing that's highest on the list that the algorithm really loves about any post that you put out is if someone will save that post. If you can get someone to save it, that means that the information was important. They deemed it as something that they would want to come back to and look at again later in the future. Remember, Instagram's all about keeping people on their app. So if they save it, that means that it was something important that they will come back to later. So that's number one on Instagram's list. Number two is if you share a post or someone shares your post with someone else. They deemed your post as that important that they felt like they needed to share it with a friend or two. So the more people that can share your stuff, that's a great call to action. You can say, like this post and share it with your friends. You know, you can put that at the top of your post or at the bottom of your post if you want to. And I like to use emojis because they stand out in the post, and try not to put your writing too close together because it just looks better when it's separated by, like, you can put periods or you can put an arrow or something. Just don't try not to put too much text, and use emojis. But if they will share your post, that's helpful. And then obviously if they're sharing it to their stories, obviously that's getting out your information to more followers, and potentially you may gain some additional followers that way. Also, commenting is number 3. So on the list, number 3 is comments, and it is engaging. Basically, if somebody sees your post and they comment on it, that's a form of engagement, and that's number 3. And then number 4 is just when someone likes your post. So if you put out, like a post and a bunch of people like it, but you get no comments, no one shares it, and no one saves it, you got to be thinking to yourself, how valuable was this content that I just put out? And then ask yourself, what could I do better next time? Because it's all about not perfection, but just progress. Like, if I put out something and it only gets 20 something likes or 50 something likes, I have to ask myself, why is this post not doing better? A little quick tip I'm going to give you about posts as well. And another thing that the algorithm really, really likes is when they come out with a new feature and you use it. For right now, the newest feature is Reels. So like I said, and anything that's going to keep people on the app. Reels basically is like a little short video, and you can put that together. You can use like a video clip, you can use a movie, you can use GIFs or GIFs. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. You can correct me in the comments if it's wrong, but like, you can use little short videos, or even if you have TikTok, try to figure out how to take the TikTok logo off, because I don't think that Instagram really likes that TikTok logo. But if you can repurpose your TikTok videos and move those over to Instagram and put them on your Reels, that's great. If you can figure out how to get that TikTok logo off, which I haven't discovered yet because I'm not on TikTok, but I think that it's a great idea to repurpose videos. So if you're already over there, try to figure out how to make a video that you can put on TikTok and on Reels, but not have the TikTok logo, because I think that the algorithm favors you using Instagram versus going through TikTok and just forwarding it over to Instagram. So that's something to think about there. My number 5 tip is going to be to plan your posts. I wasn't doing this because I like to post in the moment. Like, basically, if I'm packing orders, or if I just got a full price sale and I'm excited about it, I might put that online. Or if I'm listing and I just been listing hard today, I might want to post that right in the moment. There's nothing wrong with that. That can always be an additional post, but always have a plan of action in advance. Like, always have something already scheduled for that day, or the night before. You can say, okay, I want to post my packages tomorrow, or I want to post tomorrow a funny quote or something, or a meme. Just have something already in mind. I want to do a quote tomorrow, or I want to do a little mini video about how to clean shoes. Something simple like that, but have some kind of template, because that way, just in case your mind goes blank and you got too much stuff going on, you can't figure it out, you've already got that done. I would also say, if you can get what you want to do in mind, and if you can even write the post in advance and make sure you include a call to action, because that increases your chances of people engaging with your content. So you can put it at the top of your post or at the bottom, whichever one works best for you. Use an emoji. Like I said, those things really help your post to stand out. So, but I would do a plan, because if you don't, it seems like you get on the app and then you you can get into lives, you can get into stories, you can get into your feed, and then you're sharing people's stuff, and then you're making videos, and you're like doing all this stuff. Now if you're in groups, like I'm in groups, and so if I'm in groups, I'm going to comment on what people are putting in these groups and stuff like that. And then I am on the app past the time that I need to be on there, and I'm not getting enough of my work done, like the things that I have to get done to actually accomplish my goals, which I have a vision and a whole mission statement and everything that I read every single morning. And this is the reason why I now have set a 2-hour limit on Instagram every day. And I do really try to stick to that as much as possible, at least during my work day. If it's the evening and now I'm chilling, I can do whatever I want to do, because now it's the evening and I want to get on an additional chat, that's cool. Or I want to watch another YouTube video, or whatever I want to do. It's fine as long as it's not within my work day. I would say keep your activity on Instagram as low as you can during your work day, because it's going to help you to get more done. And we all want to be more productive, and we want to make more money, right? So that's tip number 5, is to make some sort of plan. And there's actually, like I said, there is apps out there that you can purchase, which I may link below if I find that I like some of those. I'm not using any of them right now, so I don't really like to recommend things that I don't actually use. So, but I do know that there's apps that exist that you can use, that you can like schedule your posts and make them up, and then at whatever time you want it to drop, it'll drop automatically for you. The only thing that I am going to say about that I don't like, and that's probably why I might not ever use it, is because every time I post something, 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after, I'm engaging. So there's no reason why I should need an app to drop my post. I can drop my own post. You can save it in drafts on Instagram. Your reels can be saved as a draft. Your regular post can be saved as a draft, and you can drop it whenever you want. But here's a little another tidbit about doing the drafts. Make sure you do the draft in your notepad or somewhere else other than in the app, because a couple of times when I went back to grab hashtags, or if you leave out of the app for any reason and then you come back, sometimes it tends to refresh, and then all of your data that you put in there will be lost. So please write the initial text for your post in another like app or something, like, or in your notepad or something on your phone, and save it there. And another good tip to save you time is to start saving your hashtags. Make up your own hashtag. That's another thing you can do. And use the hashtags that do not have like a million people using them, because you're small, you're a micro influencer. There's so many different levels to this. And so when you're not that high up, like right now I have 7,500, or just a little bit over 7,500 followers. And I've done that, you guys. I've gotten that within, let's see, I started strong in about June, July of last year. I started my account in April, but I didn't start posting regularly until about June, July. And then ever since then, I started gaining followers at around 50 or so per day. And now it is a little bit slower because I'm only posting once a day. And if I have a vacation or something, you guys, I take time off. And I think that that's super important, that you should do that. So if you don't have your stuff already planned out and you want to take a vacation, just take it. Do what you have to do to take care of yourself, because self-care is important. That's above all else. If your mental health, your mind is not stable, and you're not able to, take a vacation or get away sometimes, or just meditate, you have to do that, because you can't work all the time. You'll burn out. You know what I'm saying? And there's people in this world that actually need you. So I would say make sure that you take time for yourself, because that's super important. I know that's a whole nother topic, but so anyways, I've only been on there, now it's February, so it's been a little bit over 6 months, and I already have 7,500 followers, or whatever, community members. And I didn't expect this. I got on there just trying to just share my journey. That was the goal. I really didn't expect to be where I'm at right now. That was not where I wanted. Like, it wasn't really what I planned on doing. I wasn't trying to do that. Let's just put it like that. But it ended up that way. And I'm glad that it actually did. I've met so many amazing and wonderful people. I learned so much getting on there. It's a wealth of knowledge on there. It's hardly ever negative, and what little bit of negative you do see, you can always block those people. So my experience with Instagram has been really amazing. And with that being said, I'm going to share the very final tip, which is the last tip, number 6, which I heard somewhere else, but I can't remember who said it. So I'm just going to try to give credit where credit is due. I did not come up with this quote, but I love it because it's so, so, so true. So number 6 is, if content is king, then consistency is queen. Okay, so in all of what you're going to do with Instagram, make sure that the content that you're putting out there is of value, is quality content. Do not put trash on Instagram. Always think about what you want to put out there and why you want to do that and how that lines up and specifically matches up with your purpose and your intent. If you don't have a purpose or an intent with Instagram, you should not be on there. You know what I mean? Like, not as far as a business is concerned. It should just be your personal account if you don't actually have an intent with doing something with it. Because if not, then you will just be all over the place aiming at anything because you don't actually have a target. So you definitely need to have a vision. And if you actually would write your vision down for your life in general, or whatever you want to accomplish, if you write that down and you read it every single day, you are 7 times more likely to achieve those goals. So if I were you, I would get busy writing. So make sure your content is of quality and you are being consistent. And that is something that I will tell you, consistency can be difficult because life happens to all of us, but you have to make a commitment. And if you can't, make that commitment, then maybe now is probably not the time for you to get on Instagram as far as trying to build a business account. Just make sure that you are ready to post at least once a day if you really want to build your account. Just remember that. So I'm going to go over the top 6 tips one more time, just so you have a recollection of those things, or you can jot them down really quick. So number 1 was engagement. Make sure you are engaging with your community members or your followers. When you post 15 minutes before you go online, to do your post, do some engaging, do some liking, do some sharing, put something on your stories. Always keep something in your stories. Always show what you have going on. People want to know you. They want to get to know you. So that's the number 1. 15 minutes before you post, 15 minutes after. That's number 1, engagement. Number 2, at least 1 or more posts you need to post per day. At least 1 or more. The algorithm really likes 3, just so you know. Number 3, go live. Go live at least once a week because people want to see you. They want to know who you are. And if you show up, I promise you, eventually you're going to keep showing up, and they're going to get to know you and they'll get used to you. And another thing about going live once a week, if you can go live at the same time and the same day every week and have some kind of theme, that's even better, because then people will get to know that you're live every week at this specific time and they know what they can look forward to from you when you go live, versus you just randomly going live and doing a haul video or doing whatever you want to do just randomly. They don't know when they can catch you. You're more likely to have more people on if you do some pre-marketing, like in your stories. Like for me, for example, I have Motivational Mondays every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so if you guys do want to join that, I was doing it on Instagram, but I recently changed it to YouTube. So now you can catch me every single Monday on YouTube live, every Monday night. And so, but I have that set in stone. So you may want to think about doing something similar, or look at what's out there and then try to do something different to set yourself apart from what everyone else is doing. That's always a great idea. So that's number 3, go live. Number 4, remember these 4 tips. Number 1 is to save a post. That's the highest amount of the algorithm likes that the most. Saving a post. Share a post. comment on a post and to like a post. So remember that in that order, that's the highest. So the least is liking, comment, share, and it's in that order. You know what I mean? So just try to remember those things. Save a post, share a post, comment, and like. Those are how you engage with your fellow Instagrammers. Number 5, plan your posts. If possible, go ahead and take your time and plan out your content so that you are intentional and you can get more done. This is how you stay productive and you don't get on the app jumping around willy-nilly and jacking around on your app for 4 or 5 hours. I've done it. Please plan your posts if at all possible so you have an idea of what you want to do. And then number 6 is make sure you have good content. If content is king, remember that consistency is going to be queen. So you need to have good content and you need to be consistent, and you will be successful, my friends. If you want to find me on Instagram, you have any questions for me, you can always DM me. I'm always open to discussion anytime. I'm also on Clubhouse a couple times a week. I will try to put some links below where you can find me. But if you want to find me on Instagram, my name on there is also brittanyallbossedup. And you can find me on there anytime you have a question or want to know anything about Instagram. I would be more than happy to help you out. I think that's about it. If you have found value in this video, though, you guys, please help your girl out because it really helps me out when you like the video. So make sure you give me a thumbs up, and on your way out, give me a thumbs up, and then you can hit the bell notification so that way the next time I upload another video giving you some great tips like the ones today, then you will be able to be notified. And also when I go live, it will notify you when I go live. If you hit that notification bell, like I said, I talk about entrepreneurship, reseller related activities, and my mission is to make sure that everybody is basically achieving their highest form of themselves through mental awareness and self-actualization, which basically is your highest form. That's what everybody in life truly wants to get, and I am here to help you get there. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So I just want to share my journey with all of you, and it's exciting to do so. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'd appreciate it if you would give this video a like or a thumbs up. And that is all I have to say for now. I will see you guys in the next video.